Welcome back, everybody, to episode 170 of Around the Geek. It's me, and I finally found Dior out in the wild once again. Welcome back, Dior, to the greatest podcast on the earth.
Yeah,
How you
it's
doing?
been about what, a year or two since I last been on the show,
Oh,
something
it's
like
been some minutes. It's been some minutes. As you see, man, everybody's abandoned me.
that.
No, everybody's good, man. Everybody's living their lives. All your previous people besides myself, out there, with their families and doing their thing. But I got Dior and his dogs and his cats. So,
I mean, you the one that's married over there, but hey,
I am. But hey, it never stops. The grind never stops out here. You know what I
right.
mean? So we back, like I said, episode 170. I had to bring Deal in for this episode. Like I said, so we got some things to talk about. Like I said, we're gonna start it off with, of course, how the heck the week has been for us. I watched and played. I guess. How's your week been?
Oh,
Like, as
so
far
my
in,
week
in,
has been
in
all
terms
right.
of gaming and like what you've been doing, like because Horizon has come out, haven't touched it yet.
I haven't touched it either.
Uh,
I
I
haven't
got
touched
I
it.
got a couple games I need to finish.
Right. So same here. I'm in that same boat. I need to relog back into my Final Fantasy 14. I think I had some issues with that, and I just put it down for a little
Right.
bit. But Sifu, I haven't put that down
Yeah,
yet.
Sifu. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how you been getting your ass whipped in Sifu for like.
I mean, so like any other game, like else, like Demon Souls or
Right.
now
I
Elden
wouldn't take it
Ring.
that far, man. I would take it that Elden Ring
Hey,
Demon
it's
Souls.
no shame. Just for you people that has not picked up Sifu or is still stuck on the first and or second boss,
Right.
don't feel bad. You die like 100 times before you get used to the patterns. But yeah, man, Sifu is a really good game. Very challenging. If you love a challenge game, some martial arts going on. To me, the game reminds me of that Bruce Lee game back on PS2, but slightly harder.
Wow. Bruce, you said Bruce Lee or Jet
Oh,
Li?
no, not Bruce Lee, Jet Li. My bad.
What was that? For Honor? For Honor or
Yeah, it's For Honor, Jet Li For Honor. Yeah,
okay? Was that the name of the game?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
Jet Li
that
For
that
Honor.
was that was the twin stick one, right? Like you had to
Yeah,
use. Okay, I remember that.
yeah. So that to me, that was just a pretty dope game. And Shifu, it doesn't. It reminds me of that martial arts. The martial arts. That's all. That's all I got to say. The martial arts is phenomenal. I love it.
I mean, would you was that is that a game that you think you would recommend to like your casual gamer? Like you think anybody could just come in and play that, no problem?
Oh Jesus, no. No. I would say if you love a challenging game
Mm.
and you don't mind some repetitiveness, because that's what this game is, then go for it. Shoot for the stars, because you will enjoy every last bit of it. And then even after you beat it, you'll have a goal to achieve. Like, no, I want to. So the game is based off. So how the game works is, every time you die, you age a certain number of
Right.
years. So you have a counter that tells you how many times you died. But the caveat to that is, say you die like 2 times, right? And the counter says twice.
Right.
Well, if you the next time you die, it doubles that. So you'll be like at age 22 when you die twice. So it's when you die at age 22 and you die twice, then it goes to 24.
Right.
And then from there, it doubles again from 4 to 8 years, and then from 8 years to 16 years. So, or something like that. But yeah, just
Yeah,
be careful.
I mean, I've also had the opportunity to play it, and like I said, just kind of that first run of me playing it, I feel like I was rushing, so like I just kept dying. Uh, I really wasn't like paying attention. I wasn't. I mean, outside the dodge and the juke and dodge and like whatever, I wasn't really looking at the mechanics. So can you reset like your age anytime you want, or you have to go through something or do like
So there is a way. Well, you can't reset your age. I mean, the only way you can reset your age is to play that stage again. But the caveat to that is, if you play that stage again, there's certain. So you got skills and you got abilities. The abilities is like this. Let me make sure. Yeah, the abilities like what you learn, like different moves you can do to the enemies or to the surrounding areas, like.
right,
And then you got your skills, which is like your structure. Your structure is like how often you can hold down block or how many times? Not. I'm sorry. Like when you take down an enemy, how much health can you recover from doing that takedown?
Right.
So those don't stick, but your abilities stick. So
So
yeah,
you
you go
recover
in,
your
you play the
health
levels as
by
many times as you want.
so
Yeah.
you recover health by taking down people in the game. I thought that I was like looking around to see if there was like something laying around that you had to pick up or something or
I don't know. So there is no health. There is no health items in here. The enemies are your health items. So
okay.
if you're able to do enough damage to them, just enough to do a takedown, and you ain't got no health, it's highly recommended you. I should say it's highly recommended that you do some damage to these enemies, just in case you need them.
All right, I need to go back and give it another chance, man,
Yep.
because I feel like I said, I kind of just picked it up and I was so over it as soon as I picked it up because I was getting my ass whipped, especially when I got to the first boss that's jumping out the trees and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes, I mean, it does
I
take
must
some
have
patience.
died like 6 times. Like, I guess I really wasn't paying attention to the patterns. And and like I said, let's going back to just like you were saying earlier, like games being hard,
Mhm.
like going back to like Nintendo games or Super Nintendo games where a lot of it was just pattern memorization and
Oh, you
just
like
like
Contra, like you
right.
have to be a
And
real
I feel
OG to
like
play Contra.
kids are so far from that now because like games have kind of held their hand for so
Uh-huh.
long
Oh
that
yeah,
when they play games like Demon Souls and Elden Ring and like this, it's too hard. They don't want to give it a chance. Like
right,
they ready to move on to the next thing. They want to play something mobile. You know what I mean?
right.
Call of Duty Mobile or something like that. You know what I mean? Like so, Sifu definitely recommended, man. That was just like what's like a $30 game for
Yeah,
25.
I think it is. I think it is. But like I said,
You going
just
for the
give it a
platinum?
go.
You going for the
Be patient. Be patient with it, and just give it a go.
you
You'll
going for the
die like
platinum?
3 times on the first level, but just give it a go.
Are you going for that platinum trophy?
I got like 3 more trophies to go, man. 3 more.
Really?
3 more trophies to go.
Wow. Okay. I need to step it up. I need to step it up, man. Like I said, like Sifu. I'm still playing Tales of Arise. And that's kind
How
of
is that? Because I
it's
seen
a
y'all play it a
freaking
lot.
amazing. Like this, it looks really good. It plays well. Only thing I don't like is that your party. I feel like your party just be doing the stupidest shit sometimes, and they just die. They just die. So they have like this thing called CP, like CP points. CP is like your magic, like your heals and stuff like that. It's like
Mhm.
required for you to like revive people. And sometimes like you go through items and like your heal stuff so quickly like doing a boss battle because they just wreck you, dude. And sometimes the AI will just go in and they don't play as smart as you do or conservative. Like if you like you as the player, like you'll go in, tack back out, where like the enemy will just keep freaking swinging until they die. And then you're like, oh crap. And you need to keep a certain amount of people alive because you need somebody else to be able to revive you.
Right.
Or what and you can play whatever character you want on the field, but it's just easy to kind of just maintain one sometimes,
Okay.
whoever you feel the most comfortable with. But the game's amazing. I'm really liking the story, like
So is it one of those games where so if the main character dies, the game is over, like Persona?
no, it's not one of those.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I feel like they haven't done that in a long time since like Final Fantasy like 7, 8, you know what I mean? Like
Okay.
where like you kill Cloud, that's the game. Like, oh what? Like that makes zero sense. But no, it's not one of those games, man. Like your whole party, but like one person can be wiped. As long
Okay.
as one person is alive, you can just bring everybody else back.
Okay.
But the game looks amazing. I mean, I got it on PS5. Like it plays well. Like I said, that's the reason why I haven't touched Horizon yet is because I want to finish this. Is another RPG that's like 40, 50 hours. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So my plan is to beat this within this, hopefully this week, and then jump into Horizon and whatever else I got on the table.
Okay.
Um, I know I talked about this in the quick review that I did, but I been playing Pokemon Arceus.
So I keep hearing mixed reviews about that. I
Right.
like the open world concept. I like what
It's
they
not
trying
open
to
world. It's
do.
not open world. I don't I don't know where like okay, open world and open field is like two different things, right?
Right.
Open world is more I'm trying to think of a game. I guess like Dark Elden Ring or uh may, it's not open world because you're still kind of on a set path of where you can go. Like
Mhm.
yes, it's open, but it's not open world. It's not like Breath of the Wild.
Okay, I
Open
got
world.
you.
Yeah. It's not to that extent, no. You're still
Okay.
kind of in a box of where
Okay.
like, yeah. So,
Okay.
but it's cool. I mean, like it's for whatever reason, this character gets transported back, and like I said, I talked about in the review, and you could just randomly throw balls and catch and you can still battle. Like the battle system isn't as extensive as like Pokemon is, like in the regular Pokemon, but it still has the battle.
Okay.
But I do recommend it. I think it is pretty good. It's fun. It's something new. And
Okay.
like Pokemon been on the roll. Like I said, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But they've been on the roll, man, with the whole Pokemon thing. Besides seafood, what else you been touching?
So, well, because of limited time, I mean, Seafood was the only game I was been playing. Oh, and Tales of Vesperia, I've been trying to, tackle some of those older games because
Okay, clear your palate.
Tales
Yeah.
of Vesperia, that holds a special spot in my heart. So I never beat the game, but I'm trying to beat the game.
That was on 360 back in the day originally.
Oh yes, yes
Before they did the
sir. Man,
remaster,
right
yeah.
up there with Blue Dragon used to be, shining, going.
Oh man, I've rebought that again too because I got a Series X too,
Uh-huh.
and I rebought that again. I found it physically and I bought it digitally, and I still haven't finished it. So I just need to stop buying RPGs, man. Like, because maybe I need to find me like a 10-hour game that's like, all right, one and done, and just be done with it. Because these
Nah, but then where's the
RPGs,
joy in that, right? Where's the joy?
it's just the time now, like to be able to complete it, man. Especially with playing Final Fantasy 14, like we were talking about earlier. Did you finish the last thing?
I think I'm in.
You
No,
finished
I'm
the
in
last expansion.
Stormblood right now. I'm in
Oh,
Stormblood.
okay. Oh man. Ooh. So you didn't even get the Shadowbringers and like what's the new one?
So Shadowbringers.
Shadowbringers the one before last.
Okay, yeah. So I think I'm near Shadowbringers, but yeah.
Okay, and you got your password reset and everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
you
did
bet.
all that, but
Look,
I still haven't tried
you
all
know
day yet.
we all available for you. You know what I mean? Like it's been hard for me to jump back into it because like with that game, you can't just be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do one thing and leave it alone. You get sucked into it for hours on end,
Right.
and it's really hard to get out of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I'm paying this monthly subscription. I'm like, man, what I'm
hey,
doing here?
they definitely taking my money, and I've probably put like 2 hours or 3 hours of time into it the entire month.
Right.
So I need to do better. You know what I mean? I want to catch up. I'm trying to catch up with Warren, man, but that's just an impossible task.
I
Because
mean, it must
Warren
be
has been
nice to
playing.
work from home, right?
Yeah, right, right. The privilege. He's like, oh, I don't get to play like that. Okay, man, you be playing.
You don't
But
come home tired like we do.
yeah. Other than that, I've been playing Apex on the regular. They just had the 3rd anniversary event. I freaking man, I don't know if I'm just getting worse or like the game is just getting people just be cheating, man. Like I really, you know what I mean? I really try to figure it out. But yeah, I didn't really have too much in the watch play. Other than that, I finally finished the anime Yu-Gi-Oh series.
Well, hold on, you was watching Yu-Gi-Oh? Man, I haven't watched Yu-Gi-Oh since.
Oh yeah, Joe, the anime be hidden.
Okay.
So I never finished the OG Yu-Gi-Oh series. That's been on my list. So I finally finished it. I watched the last arc where Yugi versus Atem, who was the pharaoh, and see how that is really emotional, man, because this is like their whole separation. Because the whole story from the beginning is like, okay, once Yugi finds the pharaoh's name, then they have to send him back to the afterlife, and that it was good, man. So I finally finished it, so I can move on my anime list. Shenmue, I don't know if you've been watching that. The Shenmue anime has been hitting. They've been hitting that beat for beat.
Okay.
So if you got Crunchyroll, put that on your list.
Oh man, we are talking about Crunchyroll later, right? I think we are. Yeah. Okay.
Crunchyroll. All right, so we could go ahead. We didn't did our watch and play. We talked about we could go ahead and jump into our list of our news list, our topics for the week, right? Speaking of Crunchyroll, segueing into that, they about to get everything, man.
Oh man, I mean,
if you've been loyal to Crunchyroll, you about to be rewarded. You about to get everything that Funimation has, and they've already started today. They started rolling stuff over today.
Yeah, so the exclusives coming in today, but like 80% of the rest of the catalog is coming in March 16th.
Right. Yeah, they about to, because outside of Crunchyroll and Funimation, what other anime streaming services are there? Like just straight up anime.
I mean, VRV or something like that. VRE.
Well, VRV is under Crunchyroll on whatever that. So you know what I mean? Like, other than that, like, okay, you watch on Hulu, you watch, whatever you got on Netflix, which, Netflix is claiming exclusive animes like Shaman King and Seven Deadly Sins and, other stuff like that. But okay, outside of those couple shows that they're claiming as exclusives, Funimation and Crunchyroll are cornering the entire market.
Yes.
Funimation's been holding it down with everything from Lupin to Dragon Ball.
Was Funimation under Sony or was
Funimation's under Sony? Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Sony owns Funimation.
Okay, all right. Whew.
And remember, at one point, HBO Max came out. They had a Crunchyroll tab under that, but remember, people don't know this, but they took it off.
Yes, so I was looking for the Crunchyroll tab. I wanted to rewatch not Jujutsu Kaisen, but what is that? The martial arts school people and like
Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple.
Was it
Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple?
No, not that one. So it was more recent, and this guy.
Martial arts.
It was a martial arts, pretty much a high school. People in high school in martial arts, and there was this one old.
God of High School.
Yeah, that one.
That was a Crunchyroll original,
but it wasn't there.
Yeah, that's a Crunchyroll original. Yeah, that's not a long series either.
No, it's not, but it's still good though.
Right. So I mean, this is a really big freaking deal, man. Especially in the world anime. Like, I mean, imagine we would have had this when we was growing up. Like the streaming ability that we had now. Everything that we ever wanted to watch at our fingertips. You know what I mean? Like now, I mean, it just makes all the sense for this to be under one house. Because like right now, to have a subscription to Funimation and Crunchyroll and ABC to watch the same shows on the same thing. Because a lot of the times Netflix and Hulu and Crunchyroll and Funimation all share the same thing.
Right. So I think I did a good move by not having a Funimation account, which also a good thing because I have brought some movies on the Funimation. All that's going to roll over right into Crunchyroll, like my Dragon Ball Broly and the My Hero Academia movie, the first one that came out.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Funimation doesn't have the movies on their thing right now. I just checked up.
Oh, okay.
That's weird. I don't know what's up with that. You hear to hear, folks. The Defenders are officially moving the Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. If you really love those shows, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they're all coming to Disney Plus. No freaking surprises here.
Oh, and Moon Knight. Don't forget about Moon Knight.
Oh, Moon Knight. Yeah, Moon Knight's coming March 30th.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing I think about this altogether is that Disney made it a big deal to say that they were not going to have any rated R, kind of material on their app. They were going to have anything that was super violent or any sexual nature, stuff like that. But you see Disney Plus slowly but surely changing in content.
Yes, and they also put to make it make the warm and fuzzy coming on for the adults that worries about their children. You can control the content that is being shown.
I feel like nobody really uses the parental controls, man.
No, they don't. But if you want to, it's there.
I just feel like that's like the coffee lid, on a cup. Like, it's there. You can decide to take it off if you want to, but that's on you. You know what I mean? I feel like nobody really parents there. I mean, that's a completely different topic. Nobody really is watching what their kids are watching,
right?
Because a lot of these apps like Netflix and HBO and all that stuff, they're just open, so kids can just get in and watch whatever they want.
They can. But so, also, not many people know this, but there are content controllers on there.
Right.
Yeah, they put the grown-ups up there.
Yeah, they put content controls on everything from the games, trying to play a game on your system and okay, put the passcode in if you want to play a mature game. Ma, come on. But yeah, man, that's pretty cool, man. I'm glad that's all going to be under the same house and hopefully not edited. So that's a big deal too. Hopefully they don't edit the content, and change it from what it is. We just got a trailer out of nowhere this week for new Pokemon.
I'm still on Sword and Shield, and that trailer
you ain't beat that yet.
That trailer that dropped,
right?
I'm going to get it. It's Pokemon.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Pokemon.
But Pokemon's been on a freaking roll, man. This, like I said, this came. We just got Diamond and Pearl. We just got Arceus. And now we're getting this in what, like September, November, or whatever. I don't really like.
think they put a month on there, but I know it's coming out late this
Yeah,
year.
it'll be out before the year is out.
Right.
It'll be. I don't like the designs of the new gen starters, man. Like a crocodile.
I mean, we say that every generation. It's like this new designs.
I don't know.
Yeah, we say that like every generation, but overall it grows on us, and then we wait till the next generation.
I hope so. I mean, what do you? I mean, because this one they're saying this is supposed to be truly open world. Like, so what do you? I mean, what do you expect Pokemon to like get to at this point? Like, I mean, like you want it to be like hard. Like you want it to be like, oh man, like what do you want out of your Pokemon game now in this new generation?
See, so that's a loaded question because I really don't know because. So in Sword and Shield during the EX battles, that music was jumping, and I love that music,
Oh yeah, yeah. You about to have me play that tonight.
But I don't know. I mean, I think for what it's worth, even though it's a repetitive game, I still enjoy it. So I'm not sure what more can they add to it. I mean, what more can they add to it? I mean, are you looking for something in particular that you hope they put in?
I don't feel like Sword and Shield was easy.
Okay.
Because like some of those battles, like I was getting wrecked. I'm like, yo, like I thought I had a good party. Like I was getting wrecked, but like the raids that they had in the game, that was a really cool addition. For the first time, this one felt like you can actually complete a Pokedex without having, because now we're at this internet age of Pokemon. We don't have to do link cables anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so you can actually complete a Pokedex with no problem. So I don't know. I mean, I can't really say. I think a lot of people's beef with the last one is that they wanted the entirety of all the Pokemon in the last game, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like,
that's pretty loaded right there. Like,
it's like 800 plus Pokemon at this point. Like, what do you need all that for? Yeah. And I didn't even get the pass for it, man. Like, I just at the time I just didn't even have the time to get back into it. And I bought the double pack for Shield and Sword.
Same here. I'm gonna do it again this year.
I bought the double pack with the intention because I thought somebody else was gonna want to play it. I'm like, oh, I got the other one. Let me check it out. I bought the double pack for Diamond and Pearl too. I feel like at this point I'm just doing it for collector's purposes. And what is this new one? Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, Scarlet and Violet. Yeah.
So I thought they definitely ran out of naming ideas for this at this point. 1 and 2. Yeah, I mean, at least they really didn't show any gameplay, but they just show like more of like the landscape and like the new Pokemon and stuff like that, and the so-called new texture designs. I'm like, there's only so much you about to do with the Switch,
right?
Right. But I mean, this push for these new Pokemon games really begs the question: is when we're gonna get a Switch Pro? When is Nintendo going to make that announcement for the Switch 2? Because the Switch has been out since 2017 now, and they don't have any plans of letting the Switch family go anytime soon. This is too profitable. It's too hot. Mm-hmm. So
I mean, I agree. I mean, think about it. What you can do with the Switch, like you can play it as a handheld game, or you can play it in a docking station, blow it up on your TV.
Yeah, I'm always in handheld. I'm always docked.
Right.
I almost never play handheld. Yeah.
I mean, it's the ultimate system, if you will, but on what you can do, right? So.
It just needs some hardware upgrade. I don't think it needs to change from what it is, but seeing how Nintendo has gone so far from Nintendo to Super Nintendo, which some would say once that 32-bit era hit, that was a whole new ball game. You know what I mean? Like, so from Super Nintendo to Nintendo 64, from Nintendo 64 to the GameCube to the Wii. The Wii to the Wii U. So Wii and the Wii U, I really count as the same system. Yeah. So that's what I mean. So like they're at the point now where they do have to announce something new, but they don't have to get rid of the Switch entirely. You know what I mean? Like they can keep the Switch as it is, but it just like I said, it just needs a big upgrade.
Yeah,
because there's still a lot of games.
5 is,
there's still a lot of games on the table that Nintendo hasn't even touched yet or even announced. They still got that Breath of the Wild 2. We still got Bayonetta. We still got so many. We still got Twilight Princess.
They still got their exclusive, you know, and
Right.
their mascots, you know, because that's their moneymaker. Their
They
mascots.
got a ton of stuff on the table that they haven't even touched yet. That, like I said, and especially competing with the Series X and the PS5, they don't have to. They can kind of, like you said, they've been keeping at their own pace, and they can just do what they want to do.
Right.
But I'm just saying, it's time. It's been 5 years. Give me a new Switch. They came out with the OLED, and it was just like, yo, this is the same system with now they have an Ethernet port, and like apparently the screen is bigger and it's a lot brighter, and the battery life is better. But come on, man, you gotta do a little bit better than that. For
Right.
350 and no game, come on, stop playing, stop playing. But yeah, that new Pokemon looks good, man. A new Pokemon. I don't know why I put this on the docket. I just thought it was hilarious. They got crackhead Timmy Turner in this.
They should have just left it alone. They should have just left it alone.
Yeah, crackhead Timmy Turner in this new Fairly Odd Parents movie. The last time they did this with Drake Bell.
Okay.
I
was reading it, and I didn't know they was in another live adaptation. So I was like, oh man,
right.
They should have just left this alone. Leave it as is, man. Don't do nothing with it. It's good as an animated TV show.
Well, Hollywood, man. If they got an opportunity to mess it up, they will.
Yeah.
Except when it comes to Spider-Man, that's just amazing. It's a spectacular movie.
However, Paramount Plus, I mean, this is just off the record. I'm not off the record, but
Paramount Plus is hitting it.
But that Star Trek show on Paramount Plus,
which one?
I was only able to watch like 1 or 2 episodes of it. It's pretty good, man. It's like
which
really
one is
good.
Like 5 of them right now. That's on Paramount Plus.
I mean, so it's the newest Star Trek with the I forget what that.
The new one, Picard, or the one with Sanaya Martin Green. What is that?
Is that the black lady?
The black captain?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, what is that one?
Like, I mean, she fine, but she's also a good actor too, man.
Yeah, she was on Walking Dead before they killed her off.
Okay, but
Discovery.
I have Paramount Plus because I don't want to pay for another streaming services right now, but give it a go, man.
Yeah, I got Paramount. I got Paramount through somebody else, but I got it. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
I pay for it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I guess they bring this stupid ass Fairly Odd Parents movie to for those people that want to watch it. I don't even think it's going to even get that far. It looks like they already started filming anyway. Maybe it's a joke, but we'll see how it goes. And I mean, if you're a big
I mean, it's coming out March 31st. I mean, I can sniff April Fool's coming around too, but whatever.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I've been watching Ninja Turtles, man, heavy on Paramount Plus, like the old school Ninja Turtles.
They got their own. Okay,
they got that whole Ninja Turtles series. Yeah.
Okay.
The one that was on Foxbox. That whole thing, like it's like 8 seasons.
Right,
yeah. That was off for a minute, dude. Like, yeah, it's long as hell. And I've been watching the new one too, which is pretty good. The animation for that has been pretty sharp.
Okay.
The Apex Legends, like I said, we talked about that earlier. Apparently this is coming to mobile. Apparently that's the new thing. Call of Duty Mobile. If you played that, which I can't do because I can't play that. I hate virtual.
Them shooters I cannot play on the mobile. I just can't.
Virtual controls suck.
Right.
They just do. I don't care how you. I can't do it.
I mean, they try to come up with little pads on them, but they still suck.
Like no, you can Bluetooth your Xbox controller, like your PlayStation controller to your phone. And
okay.
So like I don't know if you got Game Pass, or I don't know if you probably don't have Xbox, but like
I do have Xbox right there, sitting right there.
But with Game Pass, if you got like a Samsung phone or a tablet or something like that, you could play Game Pass on that, and you could just hook it up and just play all that stuff on the go, man. That's why Microsoft is, not really a secret, is killing it right now, is because like Xbox doesn't have the platform restrictions that PlayStation has right now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what's going to ultimately have them win, when it comes to sales and everything else. Like, oh yeah, PlayStation 5s are selling, that's great, but they're not selling software like that because they don't have the consoles out on the market to really move games. Like, oh cool, you got a new PlayStation 5 exclusive, but only 1 million people got a PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? So
right.
Versus an Xbox where, oh cool, Game Pass is on PC. I can play it on PC. I can play it on my phone. Not necessarily your phone, but just as you could play it anywhere.
Right.
And you could play that stuff on the older Xboxes. Like I said, but like whereas though you gotta get a PS5, you know what I mean, to play Ratchet and Clank, you know, the new one or you know whatever. You know, same thing with you know, Sony came out and was like, look, you need they decided they gonna come out and start releasing more PS4s because the PS5 market is so trash right now is to get one. Yo, it's been like what? When that joint came out 2020, November 2020.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2022 and people still can't get one.
I'm just saying. Just got my PlayStation 5.
And you got me the crackhead in the alley, just to get a PS5. Like, come on, man. It's not that serious.
Right.
But because of the chip shortage and, of course, COVID still being a thing, which COVID is still a thing. It's real. It's not a joke. COVID is a thing. But Apex on the cell phone, I can't do it. I would have to see how it works. Look, I tried to play Apex on the Switch. That joint was trash.
Absolutely. I can believe it. I mean,
with
Apex
just a
is
Wi-Fi connection,
games, so you need the whole screen to include, you know, your controller. That's in my opinion,
right? Because
you know, there's too much going on at one time. Like you can't just look at your own little phone, and be like, right? So, I mean, that's just my opinion, though. But
it's really rare that I play mobile games. You know what I mean? Like, and it really depends on where it is. You know, especially with mobile games where it's like. It's so ad heavy and it's designed to get you to put money into it. And it's the same. It's the same stuff with like free to play.
Right.
A lot of the free to play games is like, yo, these skins they $35.99. You know what I mean? Like,
you can get rid of this advertisement for like $4.99 a month.
Right. Like you pay with your time or you pay with your money. That's just unfortunately how it goes.
Right.
But you know, like I said, Apex coming to the mobile. I think next month. They're testing it now. I'm gonna play it and check it out, see how it is. But I'll probably play it one time and leave it alone. But hey, you got the Switch. You got the expansion pass
for
the Switch. Like that comes with like the 64 games, the Genesis, and then you get all the DLC content for like all the games.
So I didn't know they had another expansion pass. I know I get the games for like Super Nintendo and regular Nintendo. For
that one comes with the regular. So if you already paying for the yearly subscription for the $20 a month or $7 a year, that comes with that. But if you want the Nintendo 64 and the Genesis and all that stuff and everything, that's $50 a year.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to look into that. I gotta see what games they have before it. Because the one game I've been looking towards was the Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. I enjoy that game a lot on the Super Nintendo. So I've been looking out for that game.
And they just announced last week Majora's Mask just came to the 64. So
done. Done.
On top of that too, you can also order you can get a wireless Nintendo 64 controller and you can get a Genesis pad. So you can get that from Nintendo's website. You can order that. I think it's like $40 for the 64 controller, $30 for the Genesis. But if you want, you could play with like your regular controller. But like if you want that classic feel, you can order it from the website.
So you said I'm about to play GoldenEye all over again?
I heard a rumor about GoldenEye, but I heard that was coming to Xbox.
Okay.
Because remember, I think it was under Rare.
Right, it was Rare. It was
a
Rare game.
And Microsoft owns Rare.
Okay. So, well, you need to get some type of partnership going then. I'm just
saying. But yeah, Apex Legends coming to mobile. Like I said, we'll see how it is. If anybody watched Smallville, with Tom Welling and the crew, apparently that is coming back as an animated series.
I have not finished that series. I think I stopped on like season 2, 3 or something like that.
Oh wow, it's 10 seasons, right?
I heard, man. I'm like, geez, man. But I'm not really like what streaming, because streaming service is killing it these days.
Right now nothing's been announced. It's been told that it's been in production, but that's a big deal too, because I mean, like it's a lot of stories, especially like if you read the comics, which is like the comics did like season 11, season 12. The comics continued on the story after the show ended, and the ending for that show sucked. You know what I mean? as somebody that watched it faithfully, for 10 years, and to be, to let down like to that extent, because that show was also like the birth of like the Arrowverse, like the Flash and stuff like that, right?
Oh, okay.
Because the Smallville's whole policy was like they were not going to do costumes. Like they would have like a dude with like the color shirt on as his
Oh
costume.
yeah, I now remember. Yeah, like Superman colors, but not the actual suit. Like,
Right,
yeah, I have a
he got the
T-shirt that's
blue
blue.
shirt with the red jacket. I'm like,
Right,
okay, bro, you know
right.
what I mean. But everybody else had a costume, but this guy. But yeah, they're talking about coming back as an animated series. So the concept seems really cool. I'm definitely down for it. Like I said, I still like Smallville, but it's on Hulu right now. If you did want to go back and watch it, but like
Okay.
all 10 seasons, you know the girl that played Chloe is like in jail. That she had that whole cult going. So I highly doubt she's coming back anytime soon. Sullivan, I can't think of her name, Allison Sullivan, but like she went to jail and yeah, I think she's getting like 2 years because white people only get like like a year or two for jail. They do a major crime, they out by next month. But
Right.
yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. That's coming. That's coming to, that's coming. Like I don't know what service is going to come to, but it's coming out sometime soon.
Well, you said that was animated, right? Well,
Right, they're going to do an anime series.
Yeah,
But
speaking of animated, well, man, Diabolical.
oh yeah, so the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
Yeah, the review for that just went out today. I watched all of it already. Yeah, because I get the stuff early. You know what I mean? So sneak peek. But I watched it all. It's really good, dude. The boys Diabolical. But check out the review. I put that up on there, so we check that out. So you guys check that out. Like I said, I'll post a link to you and everything like that. Persona 4 trailer, the Ultimax. That as we knew that was coming back. So Atlas has been teasing like a bunch of Persona stuff that's supposed to be coming out all year round. And so far, the first thing they're going to give us is Ultimax. Look, man, we really want a remake of Persona 3. Stop playing.
Damn, I want to see some people shoot themselves in the head. Let's go, man.
Give us what we want.
Yeah, we want to see that in 4K.
Right. Give us a remake of Persona 4 and 3. Give it to us in the same joint. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta build it from the ground up. Just give us remakes and polish it up a bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're not asking for much. They just brought out what Devil Summon? Not Devil Summon. Shimigami. What's the one where you like the
Nocturne?
Yeah, they just brought that back, man. That remake was shitty.
Okay.
It was.
I didn't know shit. I thought they were supposed to keep everything.
I'm sorry. It wasn't as good as it could be. Right? The cutscenes were shit, and the music wasn't as repolished as it could have been. But like the end game stuff looks fine. But like the cutscenes and everything, come on, man, they could have did better.
Okay,
they could have did better. That was just
Atlas. You making too much money to be making these mistakes, man.
I don't even think it was Atlas. I think it was like they pushed it off on a third party, like one of those people that do like the remakes and stuff like that.
Okay,
and they just didn't do a good job, man. It wasn't. It's cool, but $20 maybe. Not. They wanted like 50 off the back for it. Like, yo, you tripping? But come on, yeah, no, we're getting this classic fighter back. It was Persona 4 Ultimate Arena and then Ultimax. So we're getting this back with more characters. Looks like they're pushing to get Persona 5 stuff. I hope they just announce a Persona 5 fighting game in general. But
okay, so I was like, what more can they do with Persona 5 besides,
did you not just get another game? Did you not just get a Scramble? Did you not just get did you not get Royal? Did you not get
right?
What more can they do?
Right.
They can keep that going forever, dude. Like, come on. But yeah, man, it looks good. I mean, if you're into like that, like Dragon Ball Fighter style, like, Guilty Gear style fighting game, then you'll definitely love this. If you like Persona, you'll like this. But you won't like it competitively, but you'll like it. And only had one trailer this week. And like I said, we talked the Adam Project with Ryan Reynolds. They showed this off at the Super Bowl, but we didn't really get a lot of insight into what it was about. And so this is what Adam, Ryan Reynolds traveling back in time to save his former self from fighting off this horn of aliens, from what I can ascertain. And Zoe Saldana is in it, and it looks cool, and it's on Netflix. So if you like,
now?
No, it's not out now.
Okay,
but it's coming to Netflix. I'm not sure what month. It's supposed to be coming out, but it's coming.
Okay.
What was the last thing? Red Notice. Ryan Reynolds has like some type of Netflix deal going on right now because we had what was the movie where he was like he had like the mercenary team. It was directed by Michael Bay. You know what I'm talking. So you know Eight Underground.
Yeah, there we go.
That was fun. That was cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, he must have like some type of Adam Sandler Netflix deal going on right now. Because
Okay,
that
that's
movie was pretty cool.
interesting. I gotta look up see what if he does have a deal going on with Netflix.
Yeah, but come on, this is the third movie, and then he's got a sequel to Red Notice too. But no, this looks cool. I'm down for it, man.
Okay, I mean Ryan Reynolds, he's a cool guy, so his movies is gonna be
Right.
good. Hopefully, if nobody messes up, right?
Now let me ask you something before we get out of here. We end this. We're at this age now in movies where we just went through a whole pandemic year, right? And we're still going through it, where the cat's out the bag on movies being able to just be released day and date, like right to your home. Like we could just
right.
you can just pay for it, but just give it to you today. Which piracy
galore. HBO Max, and they just show it right there.
Right. And so, what do you think every movie has to be in the movie theater? Like everything, like because obviously everybody picks and chooses what movies they want to see at the theater, right?
Right.
For me, I feel like I'm only going to see like big movies, like
the AAA movies you'll definitely see in the movie theaters.
Right. I don't need to. Me personally, I don't need to see a 2-hour drama in the theater.
Right.
I don't need to see a history piece for me in the theater. Like I'm going to see the Marvel movies, the big piece, like the $300 million movies, the Mission Impossibles, stuff like that. I don't need to see.
I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. I don't want to see no romance in no movie theaters. Right. I want those speakers to make my ears bleed, man, when there's explosions going on, right?
Right, and now we're at the age where it's like only in theaters. That's cool, but let it be an only in theater movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Batman right now, which comes out this week, only in theaters. Okay, you ain't got to tell me twice. I'm going to see it.
Right.
Like you ain't got to threaten me. I will see it. But the turnaround time for a movie in the theater is 45 days. So
is that this day and age now?
This now 45? Is 40. It's 45. It's like 40. The window is 45 days. So, for example, Spider-Man came out December, like mid-December or something like that. Is dropping this month digitally, and like next like 2 weeks or something like that.
I think who's getting that? Showtime's getting that first.
Stars.
Okay.
If they get it right, I think it's going to be a while before they get it, but they're going to go through the digital stuff first. Then they releases on Blu-ray like April, and then I think Stars will get it like after that.
I thought Stars was getting it first, like, because they have some type of deal going on with Stars.
Right.
Because it's not coming on the other streaming services that we used to, like HBO or something like that.
No, Stars is Sony. So that's a big reason why they go. But my whole point is just like, do you think, like I said, do you think everything needs to be hit? Like this Ryan Reynolds movie. This is clearly like a theater. This is a theater movie to me. But we're getting theater quality movies on streaming services. You know what I mean? And do you think that's going to hurt the theater market? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you think that's like, oh man, what am I going? Especially with the window only being like a month. You know what I mean? Before you get a movie nowadays.
I don't know. So the theater services got a lot to think about on how they make deals with these companies. So that's what drives these services, right? Disney has already pulled back there. Well, I'm not sure what they're doing these days now. Are they giving the movie theaters some deals going on? I mean, it's hard, man. Theater services is hard. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I hope they kind of survive through this whole ordeal because, like me and you, I like being out there in the movie theater, eating my popcorn, and just listen to the big old boom going on. And that's the beauty of going out and going to the movie theater these days. It's like you still be able to go out and enjoy these movies like how you want to, not be in your living room with if you only have a TV, listen from a TV and you only get like, oh look, it's a little poop, like poop. Whereas on the movie theater, it's like a boom, boom, boom. I don't know, man. But I would say I need theater quality movies.
Okay, that's what like just getting theater quality movies at home on the streaming service.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just think like it's just the age is turning, but
the age is turning. But I think we should still keep the theaters. And we can't keep all. You can't keep all of them. I know that. I mean, my piece with that. At least keep some around. Like if you're in Maryland, keep Towson around. You know, Towson and White Marsh around. If Owens Mills is still out there, I wish I throw Owens Mills out the way and keep those two, right? But that's just me, though.
Right. Yeah, it's like I said, I mean, I'm happy with what we got, but cool. But look, I'll be saying Batman this week. I'll be dropping a review for you guys. Hopefully Dior's here. Maybe me and him can get up next week and do a duo review. We talk about it. And because the movie's 3 hours long. So I'm already prepared for the ridiculousness. How good the movie's been getting ridiculously good reviews. I'm pumped. Can't wait to see it. Before we get out of here, is there anything else that you had? Any last notes? Any messages you want to the people to know real quick, Dior?
No, I don't got no messages for movies right now, but I think I'm looking forward towards that Moon Knight though.
Oh yeah, March 30th. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, all right. On that note, let's get out of here. Let's get something to eat.
Yes,
See
sir.
you guys later.